Moving into our Macrobinoculars here on our Rex helmet. This is for my 8-year-old, so the helmet's probably 93-94% render, I believe. But in the previous video, it was a prototype. This is super long. I think it was up to about here. I cut off as much as I could and I recessed it. This is about as far back as short as you'd be able to get the focal piece. It's because the PCB or the control board is about this big right there. I've been looking for some other cameras that have a shorter one. Again, I had to get this thing ready for Comic-Con this weekend, so it's kind of rough. I'll go back and try to shave what I can to blend it down and make it look as close to the real thing as I can. It'd be a little shorter and then a little, kind of taller right here, and then this would all be angled. It's still pretty close, but in the end, it's removable. It's 4K. It has night vision using the IR. It's got a video recorder, still picture, playback function, and it has 7 intensities for the IR night vision. Look inside there. Soak a picture on the wall. And hold it in. I just put that battery in the back or in the wire. A little cutout right here. It tucks in pretty good. And then I'll probably just put a piece of tape over it. I do plan on lining this whole helmet at some point, cleaning up a little bit, making little access parts here. But and then it pops up. And then I've got a rangefinder here. I'm gonna probably put a light in that rangefinder moving forward. All right, that's how it sits. And then has some bolt studs on here. It has whatever on the side, commander logo or whatever, or symbol. And this just tightens up. And then when you want to remove it, just loosen it up. This pops up. All right. And then you can just tighten these back up. Right. And then you can detach it. Here it is removed. So we still have our rangefinder. And like I said before, there's just little cutouts. Slide down over the bolt, tighten it up with the foam kind of holds on there. Create like a washer. Right? And then the front, there's no way to kind of make that thinner because that's where that IR illuminator is in there. I did try it where, I filled it in straight across. It did work. I went outside and this thing shoots really far, almost like it did from factory. But I just noticed that when I did cover it up, it kind of made it like a straight line out there versus more like I guess you'd call it like a flood feature. And again, I'm just gonna clean that up, try to form it to match the original version. We do everything feature on the animated stuff anyways. So it's okay if it looks a little rugged. Power on with a long hold. Okay, boots up, and then I'll build like a bezel around here, clean this up as well. But there it goes, comes in 4K, right? Then you have your mode for your settings, and then you have click it once, you have your video, click it again, you have your playback feature, click it again, you have your camera, and then you have your night vision. All right, it's level 1. All right, and you can scroll through. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then it goes back to off, and then on the zoom in, same thing. You click it back, and it will come on, and then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 off. And then I'll turn off the lights here in a second and demo that. It's probably pretty difficult to see it, but with that IR flood in the room, but go outside or even inside the house. And it's just like wearing any of those digital night vision goggles or those, you know, those binocular cameras that have night vision in there. Any type of hunting scope comes out super clear. Again, you can focus it. I kept the focus ring in there, and then you can go up to intensity 7, or you can shoot it, you know, really bright. Go into a room that has, you know, barely any light. If you want to light it up for anyone else wearing night vision. And then later down the road, I'll try to get some really good videos. It's probably going to be pretty difficult though. So here's your day camera. There's your IR on 1. Adjusting brightness of the IR illuminator. Back to off. If you long hold it, zooms in. Right, and then if you long hold the back button, it zooms out all the way to 5 times. There's video. There's your, because it's like a library. And playback. There you go. Back to your library. The other one was the camera for still pictures. And here's the focus ring. Spin the little wheel here. So let us know if you like it, and then I can try to do a video for this as well. Thanks for watching.